So, Kat, before we get into some specifics, how about first off your big picture take on the series?
I think Boston's a legit team. I felt like the Cardinals had opportunities that they didn't cash in on, and I felt like their relief late in games, as Ali referred to it, bridge, once again let them down. And he said that there's going to be changes. You're not going to see McFarland or Verhagen in important situations getting to the closer guys because they haven't had enough success. And he's going to go with, guys like Zach Thompson and Oviedo trying to get him there. And Zach Thompson gave him 3 scoreless with 4 strikeouts the other day. He's kind of earned that. So they're trying to do the best they can. That to me was that I don't know what you call them, but that bridge relief has to be better because the Cardinals are in a position where they could come back late, and they've done some of that in the last 20 ball games, but the relief corps lets them down. And I think what do we see Donovan go 0 for 5 and 0 for 5, which he hasn't had. I don't think people are adjusting. I just think some of the key guys didn't have big games. And then yesterday, O'Neill has really been coming around, and yesterday, he tweaks a hamstring running the bases, left hamstring tightness. He's in Milwaukee, but I really don't know what the severity is or what they're going to do. I think the move they're going to have to make is going to be interesting because it could be Nootbaar, or it could be Paul DeJong, or it could be a young player like Burleson who's really good, but I have a feeling it won't because if they bring that guy up, it starts his clock, but he won't get a ton of playing time because they do have pieces to fill the gaps that they already like for now. So it's going to be kind of cool to see what they do if Tyler goes on the IL.
I think, and I know.
How's that, Charlie? Was that okay?
That was good,
great,
man.
And I feel bad because I know Seth wants to further ask you about Tyler O'Neill, but I was kind of in queue to ask the next question. So, Seth, I apologize.
Go ahead, Sethy boy.
All right, I'm going to
ahead.
give it a delay so you know that it's going to be me asking the question.
Well, at this point, just go ahead.
You've already delayed.
Just go ahead. Go. Seth.
What approach did you see from O'Neill that made him have a successful series? And also,
honestly,
by the way, real quick, I just want to say it's been very quiet on the text lines with Bader.
Yeah.
Oh, because people like him now because he's hitting and he's running the bases and he's doing his thing. He's a good player. I've said that
Yeah,
all
but
along.
Jimmy, real quick though, they got another guy that they're attacking, and we'll get into that in a second. But go ahead, Seth.
I know it's Kiz, but Kiz
No.
doesn't get you.
No, not our boy. No.
All right. Well, all right. Let me. So I don't think it's really approach with O'Neill because he was hurt and he missed time and so I think it was timing. If that might be a cop out answer. His swing got really out of whack, and then he got it going. Then he got hurt, and then he got it going, and then he got hurt. He's a really good hitter. He might have, in my opinion, the quickest swing on the team. Yeah, he did get out of whack, but he was finding it again. And I really just think he needed to kind of work it out. That's why he went out in that rehab, and they brought him back, and then they put him right back in the lineup. I think the Cardinals feel that way too. That he's too talented to have a lingering slump, like a DeJong kind of thing. And then it's a shame because one of the things he was really proud of when he first came up to the big leagues is that, he said, look, I'm a big guy. I do the weights. And everyone always says you can't do that because you're going to get hurt. He never got hurt as a minor leaguer. And since he's been a major leaguer,
Yeah, man.
he's had a lot of IL stints. So it's kind of sad. Well, we'll see what it is with the hamstring. But, he's a dynamic player. He can steal bases. We haven't even seen him scratch the surface of what he could do as a base stealer if they choose to have him do that. He's Gold Glover. Even at the Green Monster, I thought he was in control pretty much of the balls out there, which is not easy. Good defensive player, obviously a good hitter, and I think they're going to miss him. And I think not having him in the groove all season long, I think has hurt their offense because he's one of those guys that connects the big boys at the top to the bottom order guys, and we'll see what happens with the hamstring. But, yeah, that's a big one.
So this is not just me. This is a lot of people on our text line also. I think yesterday was kind of the perfect or imperfect microcosm of something that's happened all year long, which is Albert versus righties. I just don't see how you can justify this anymore. And it's not just yesterday. I know He didn't look good against versus Pivetta, but he's hitting 127 versus righties overall. And Juan Yepez is crushing righties. And yesterday, Albert goes 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. He's swinging through 93 to 95 down the middle. Yepez gets one AB versus a right-hander and hits a 3-run homer. When you look at you love the term data sets. When you look at it, we're 60-plus games in. It's just really hard to justify Albert versus righties.
Yeah, I don't think there's really arguing that. I think there were spots. Where they didn't have great options. And as you point out, Yepez can hit right-handed pitching. But I do think in the last 10 games, and I didn't look this up, but I just saw offensively, I think Yepez had one homer, but the hits were seemingly fewer and far between for him. So I think that's why they went with Albert. Maybe some of it's nostalgia, the going away tour. They did a nice giving the number 5 to Albert. And I think you're not going to see that for a while because they wanted Yepez to see if it could click back in, and it looks like it has. And I'm with you. I would put Yepez in there. Had the homer late. And I just think he gives you better at-bats against righties. I mean, all you have to do is watch the game. So I understand the criticism there, and I think you're right.
Hey, Jimmy, how about the pitching sets up pretty nice? I mean, you get Miles Michaelis going tonight against Corbin. Last time the Cardinals faced Corbin, didn't go so well on that Sunday right before Memorial Day. But I don't know if there's been really anybody better, and Miles coming off just an unreal start.
Yeah. Now, the question is, on 129 pitches, will they go deep with Miles? I wonder about that because, I mean, that's 129 pitches, came, one pitch away from a no-hitter. That thing was an unbelievable outing. But 129, you are always looking long-term as well as short-term. They got to beat the Brewers here. At the same token, if Miles in a situation to go 110, I just don't think we're going to see it. So I think we're going to see Miles. By the way, Miles told me he felt great. He said he's built to throw, 100 plus, 120 if need be. And he said if he hasn't had any kind of tightness or stiffness, he said it just was a normal start, so he's ready to go. But I think if you're the Cardinals and there's a situation where he could go deep like that again, you want to avoid it. So my guess would be I don't think we're going to see Miles go over 100 on this. And then Jack getting his start, okay, what's that going to look like? Probably 75 pitches. Will he be better than his last start? Hopefully, because he said he just didn't have his command. And then you get Waino. So I agree that it looks like the pitching matches up pretty well, but you got to have Miles being Miles, and hopefully Jack can take a step closer to being Jack, because I don't know, people – I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a social stance, but I don't think it's up for debate whether Jack, when healthy, is one of the best pitchers in baseball. He's proven that he is, right?
Yeah, he is. He does take a beating from the fans a little bit with that. What you got, Sethy boy? You got another question? Go ahead.
Yeah, Jim, with Steven Matz being hurt and it doesn't look like he's coming back anytime soon, do you think is Palante the guy as a fifth starter going forward, or does Marmol have any other ideas in mind?
No, I think what's going to happen is I think it is Palante. I think he's earned it. He's pitched well as a starter. He's pitched well out of the bullpen, and I think Zach Thompson gives them a guy who can give them the Palante-type innings in the middle if need be, which is a big help. But the latest on Matz is that it may be a while, but I didn't even realize this. So he got his second injection, which usually there's a period of you have to let it soak in and recover from that. But Gersh told me that he's been throwing off the mound again, and then he said that Matz will go out on a rehab sometime in the near future, which is more positive than I'd heard about Matz for pretty much any time since he's been injured. So we'll see about that. I mean, if a guy, they say, oh, he's going to throw up the mound, everything's going great, and then you're like, oh, no, he needed a second injection. You're like, okay, we're not going to count on this guy for a while. But the Cardinals still believe that he can get through this shoulder impingement, which is what he has, and that it maybe won't be a long-term thing. And also, Jordan Hicks could be going out in rehab today or tomorrow. He's got a forearm flexor. and they don't think that his rehab will go long. They just want him to go somewhere, get a little action, bring him back, and if he's healthy, he can really help the bullpen as well. He'll come back as a reliever.
So, Jimmy, when your day off, you sure you didn't go down to Delaware and cheer on Biden with his bike ride?
Was he there?
I think that wasn't he there when
That
he
was
fell?
Rehoboth, right by Dewey.
Yeah. I love, I love Delaware. I live there. But if I were going there, I would go for some of the Delaware pizza. I would not. He is my president, but I don't think I'd go on to cheer him to ride a bicycle because I think he has more pressing issues.
But hold on, wait. Did you not see him fall down on the bike?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I was trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No.
He fell down on his bike
Jimmy.
when he was riding his bike around Rehoboth.
Oh, Jimmy.
You didn't see this?
I'm
This
not
is
laughing.
like
I'm not laughing.
this is all over social media.
Well, I'll be honest. When I'm
He's working.
covering games, I get in a bubble, and I didn't even see it. All right, now I feel bad. I feel like I let down Hot Take Central.
You were probably like, what the hell are you talking about, Cam? No, he was on a bike ride, and all the cameras there. He's like, hi. And he stops his bike, and he just literally falls right over like timber. Boom. And then everybody comes in like, oh, God. I thought you saw that. I'm sorry.
And then what happened? Charlie came out and said, look, every president has fallen on a bicycle, okay?
When they're 6 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you missed Seth. Seth had a story too, where he's at Melting Pot, which is like the most overrated damn restaurant ever, Jimmy.
Don't say that. My wife loves
I
it.
know.
We go there.
I know, but he was there for 4 hours. They had him there for 4 hours. Crazy, man.
I will say this though: when we go, it seems like they want to move you along. Like they're taking the bread away before you're done dunking in the cheese, because they realize the more people sitting at that fondue pot, the more money they make. But sometimes it can take a long time.
It took a long time. Well, Jimmy, appreciate you coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Watch out for those ghosts.
Oh, that's right.
We stayed here last night, and I did not see a ghost, and I was hoping to see a ghost, but I will keep an eye out. I will keep an eye out.
He does want to see one. I
Any-
think Jimmy.
I really do.
I know.
Any segments planned? Like any?
We did that last time.
I know.
I'm not a one.
Come on, Nate.
Pony.
But you did it with who? Who'd you do it with?
McFarland and who was it? Kisner.
Kisner, Newt.
Kisner and Newt.
Oh,
And Kisner did get a hit. Okay, just so you know, Kisner did get a hit. He didn't start last night, but the game before he did get a hit. He's our boy. And by the way, his girlfriend wants to come on the show. Is that okay?
get right out
Wow.
of town.
She's like a Dolphins cheerleader.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think she's now
Yeah.
in the media.
She get into
also.
broadcasting.
Yeah, and so I think she wants to come on. I told Kiz, I go. Sometimes, wives, girlfriends can sometimes throw out things in media that you have to account for. So
Yeah.
be careful. But I think she's a pro and she knows what she's doing. And I told her that we'll give her a shot.
Hold on,
Right?
Jimmy. Let me
So
take a
we'll
look at this real quick. Oh, yep, she can come on. Absolutely, absolutely, she can come on. Well, yeah, you know what, you are right on that, but I think Kiz is pretty squeaky clean. So you're saying that the fans are kind of on him right now for not hitting?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's a better option with Yadi Hurt right now. We saw Herrera in there, who is a good defensive catcher who's done well offensively, but I was told doesn't project necessarily as a big offensive producer at the big league level. So we'll see. But big game tonight, and I don't even know what I'm gonna. I guess we'll have an update on O'Neill. And I'm trying to figure out the rest of the show as we speak.
Yeah, all right.
How about this? I got your lead story.
What do you got?
say, here we are. We're at the hotel known for ghosts, and half the Cardinals bullpen looks like ghosts these days.
Oh!
What do you think?
You know what? I'll throw that by the producers and see what they say. We have a team of producers, and it's not me just deciding on what I'm doing. Of course it is. It's a team of producers. Charlie, it's good stuff.
Good stuff, baby.
Terrific stuff.
Thank you.
You know what we could do? You know what
yeah.
else we could do? We could get like one of the Cardinal relievers to get on a bike and fall over.
Oh, Jimmy, go look at that video. Just
I will.
I can't believe you missed that, actually.
Because in spite of what you say, that I'm watching this and watching that, there are times I don't see stuff because I'm like in the dugout or on the plane or whatever. Yeah, it's my bad. I should have seen it, but I honestly missed it. And I wasn't looking at any political stuff.
Well, it wasn't. No, hold on. But it wasn't political. This was like everybody on Earth sent me a meme.
Oh my God.
Within 1 second of it happening.
Memes.
It was all over.
When did it happen?
A couple
I believe
days
it was.
ago.
Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday. I mean,
I can't believe I
timber.
didn't see it.
Charlie thinks that you're watching Tucker Carlson while you're down in the dugout interviewing people.
Well, no, I didn't say that at all. But this was not something that
That's
was.
where I get my thoughts.
That's where you get your stuff.
This was not something that was on political media. I mean, every single person on Twitter weighed in with their own little meme.
You just wait till you open your phone. Open your phone, and you'll see it. It's pretty funny.
I will. I look forward to it.
All right, Jimmy. Go do your thing. We'll be
see you,
watching
boys.
tonight, buddy.
See ya.
See you, Jim.
See you, boys.
Jimmy the Cat Hayes in the Haunted Hotel in Milwaukee.
I'm excited for this series.
I am too.
Couple good series in a row. When you see Boston, Fenway, it makes me want to watch the game more with the backdrop of Fenway Park.
I agree with that.
Also, Boston is a good team, but we've seen so much. You see the Pirates, you see the Reds. Boston is one of those places where I will watch the game more so because of the setting.
Yeah, and I won't watch the game. I'll watch the game less so because of the setting if you're in Tampa Bay. And it looks like you're playing in like the Spectrum in the 80s or something. Like, it looks ridiculous.
But at least they're a good team. I mean,
They are a good team.
It's so awful to watch bad teams try to play baseball.
Oh,
I mean, the Pirates kicking the ball around for 4 games.
So weird.
Ah,
You got these
hard.
position players pitching all the time now. You got managers calling them, like, saying this is embarrassing. Teams are getting killed by 13. Then a position player has to go in there and embarrass himself. They're getting rocked for homers now. Now these guys, the hitters, are like, oh, you're going to send that position player? Okay, now I'm going to wait a little bit and turn my hips, and I'm going to crank one and embarrass you. Just like bringing a Daddy Padre in net. He ain't going to save my – he's going to get lit up like a damn Christmas tree. It's like I light him up in alumni skates when I used to skate. Like, it's just the goofiest damn thing in the world for baseball. I'm sorry. It's like, on the outsider, I consider myself an outsider. I'm looking at that. I'm like, that's gosh damn embarrassing. And just like an e-bug is embarrassing.
But you know what's actually more embarrassing?
What?
Is the Cardinals' actual relievers that can't
Yeah,
get people out. Yachty at least goes in there. They're up 10. They're down 10.
Whatever.
It's fun.
It's
Who
not
cares?
fun.
Okay, it's fun the first time. The second
not
time, it's fun. Yachty laughs. He takes the ball, but then when asked about it, as Jim said, then it's not fun.
Then he's stoic, Yachty.
But what's more embarrassing is all of the actual major league relievers the Cardinals have that can't get anybody out.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. They got to do something. But again, man, I bet you, what do you guys think on the text line? When you see a position player in there when they're down by 10, are you like, well, this is cool? Or are you like, God, that's a tough night. It's an add-on to injury. You're down by 10 now. A guy's got to go in there. Then he gets lit up for a couple.
If you're watching at
I'm
your
just
house,
saying.
though, if you're down 9 in the ninth, don't you think you'd probably change the channel? I would have.
Yeah, I know. It is goofy, though. As a whole, for the MLB as a whole, it's goofy.
You might as well just have a mercy rule. The other team says, hey, we're done, but you can't do that because you have gambling.
That's true. Yep.
You have to finish. You have to finish the games.
Sanderson chimes in. It's funnier that the cat didn't see it yet.
What was it? I'm off on this.
What are you talking about?
What did Jimmy? Was there a picture or something of Jimmy on Twitter?
Are you talking about with Biden?
No, I'm talking about. Was there a picture of Jimmy that's circulating that's catching everybody's?
No.
No.
We were
I
surprised
don't
that
think so.
Jimmy did not know about Biden falling off his bike.
Jimmy, you open your damn phone, you see a meme of Joe Rogan interviewing Biden laying on his ass. So goofy.
Somebody tweeted out, it's good to see Biden leans right on one thing.
Oh, that was a good one. Or did you see the one that Donald Trump, like, holding Jimmy on, like, a little bike with training wheels with his helmet on? Like, here you go. I mean, it's just nonstop. I mean, oh, my God. Anyway, all right. He's going to have a laugh after that. It is embarrassing. It's not a good look. I mean, let's be honest here, but you got kind of
Wait a second. You don't think it's a good look to fall off your bicycle?
What's he on a bike for? Like, are these people that dumb? Hide him. Good Lord. Now Putin's going to come out wrestling an alligator, and he's going to flex with no shirt on and get on his horseback and go cruise around and kill something. And Biden's falling off his training wheel bike with his mom jeans on. God almighty, what's going on here? Albert has this nostalgia day on Saturday, getting the number 5 from the scoreboard. Big Papi, etc. Ollie's only hurting the team, and Pujols as well. I'm afraid fans will sour on Albert and Ollie if this starting him against righties and poor play continues. We're losing too many games, close games, not all on Albert, that will come back to haunt us and the team in the end.
That's what I'm saying. This is a good Cardinals team. They very well may win the division. And if you don't, there's a good chance you can point to probably 10 different games if they lose the division by 1 game or 2 games. And these games do matter. And it's not close.
Do.
It's not close. Juan Yepez is absolutely the best option versus righties. You can't defend this anymore.
No, I know.
You absolutely can't defend it. And everybody loves Albert. And everybody wants Albert to see Albert succeed. And guess how he succeeds? By crushing lefties.
Yeah, and not striking out. Yeah, Ollie threw 9-1-2. Oh, damn, where's that at? Ollie just keeps letting these old guys push him around. I don't know, man.
I think that was a joke about Cat because Cat said Ollie let him go somewhere in Fenway Park.
Yeah.
So that was a good joke.
What was
wow. Southeast Georgia.
Oh yeah, baby, Georgia.
Wainwright fan.
What was he complaining about, Cat? About the was there no lighting when he was doing that little bit?
I hate to crush other people, but
No,
I did
know.
see some of the post game, and it looked like the person shooting probably either didn't turn the light on or didn't know how to maybe turn that iris up to have a little better lit picture. It happens.
It was like my mom trying to take a picture of me and my dad on my back deck yesterday.
That was a good picture, though.
It took her forever.
But how can you mess up an iPhone that
My mom's
automatically does that?
because she's like, and I'm like, put it up. She took a picture of like our stomachs, and I'm like, no, do it again. 15 times later, finally I got one.
Well, she got a good one.
Why do all these cameras have 4 cameras lenses on the back now? What's the point of that?
Because
Isn't it
four's better than 1.
I know, but it's funny how trends work. I mean, if you saw one person had that on their phone, you'd be like, that's a very strange thing. Why do you have 4 lenses on the back of your phone? But now that everybody has one.
Well, I think it's
just
hell.
the
I think
thing
it's
to
just
do.
a better picture with 4 lenses.
Is it?
I don't know. Why would it? Do you think they're going to go and make it not better? I mean,
think
aren't we right? It's got to be better. That's why people use their phones to take pictures more than getting a camera. Who buys cameras anymore? You got your phone.
Jim just responded, "Holy crap! I can't believe I didn't see that.
Told
Hilarious,
you,
just hilarious."
Told you. God. Cam, you need to schedule a fight with Dan Bilzerian and kick his ass. You could take him. Does he do jiu-jitsu and stuff? Because if not, I would be comfortable boxing him at least. I know he doesn't know how to eat a punch. He's in very good shape. He's around very good-looking women. It is kind of weird, Dan Bilzerian, this whole thing. Like, you don't have any buddies with you? Like, it's always with girls? Like, yeah, I know you're sleeping, but, like, aren't you, like, sick of hanging out with 15 different drama queens every damn day? Like, you don't have any of your buddies? Can your buddies have some fun, too? Do you need all of them to yourself?
Does he still do all that?
I don't know. It seems like he is.
Who's filming and taking all the pictures?
I don't
That
know.
would be
But it's like, you need any help, Dan? Hey, I'm your buddy. How many you got? Oh, you got 24 of them on this yacht trip? Okay. Can I come hang? No. I need them all to myself. Well, that's, bring your buddies. You don't have any buddies? Like, isn't that the point of having the girls around to show off to your buddies and stuff?
We can
I
play
don't know.
poker.
I just, like, what do you do with them if you're not, doing it with them? You hanging out? You talking about life? Like, what are you doing with I told you, good God, I don't know.
It's weird.
Cam, how do you eat a punch? Well, you eat one, you don't go down. That's called eating one, dude. You got to put your damn chin down. And I used to bite down on my mouth guard so my jaw would lock. So I'd be able to absorb punches a lot better. That's why I'm always like, I jaw, my grip, my. That's why I would go to smilebrilliant.com because I grind my freaking teeth. I used to have that damn mouthpiece in all the time. And when I hit guys, it would help me not get concussed because I clamp my jaw down. When you get caught in your jaw and your jaw exposes and it moves, that's when you get knocked out. It triggers something in your brain and you go dark. So eating a punch, man, it's actually a skill set, to be honest with you. That's why it's like, how is he tough? Oh, he can eat one too.
Isn't Bilzerian? I've heard things here and there, and then I'm looking at Wikipedia here. So his dad
Yeah.
basically got fined by the SEC. He was a big financial guy. And then Bilzerian and his brother inherited, it looks like, a trust
10 million or something.
of $12 million. And the only reason I say this is I used to kind of follow the poker world, and I think he comes across and he tries to act like a guy who is a big-time poker player. Now, maybe he does play in some big-time games, but I don't think his money came from that.
I think he doubled his money on poker. I watched him. I think he said, I won 50 million here. I won this here. I won that there. So he took that money and he gambled it and he won big time with it.
Well, look at this, though. So that company, Ignite,
Yeah.
which I believe, doesn't it have something to do with pot?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
it does.
it looks like...
Not Block Dispensary, BLOC, by the
right.
way.
That's where we want to go, of course.
Yeah.
But it says, so Bilzerian founded and serves as CEO and majority shareholder, according to Curtis Heffernan, Ignite's recently ousted former president. Paying Dan Bilzerian's $2.4 million annual rent and paying for everything else Dan Bilzerian does would be one explanation for how Ignite managed to lose a reported $50 million last year.
I heard he's a liar.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So what is he? How does he have all these chicks and yachts and helicopters and jets?
Well, he's a good-looking dude, and I think you can give him credit that he's an expert at basically being a social media personality.
Yeah.
Like he does the cool videos with girls, he's shooting guns, he's lifting weights.
Yeah, but that all costs a ton of money. So I wonder if that all pays off, having that many followers, and he's got a couple sponsors that pays for at least that part of it. But those girls ain't cheap either. You think they're just hanging out with him? Like, no, they're getting paid. It's weird, man. Like, you think that's the best lifestyle ever, but you probably get sick of that. It's too good. It's like, it's like fake. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Sanderson chimes in and goes, was at my daughter's dance recital 3 nights ago, and a dad literally had a tripod and one of those old-ass cameras. He was resetting the date on it. Yeah, they're expensive, too, and you don't need them, dude. You just don't need them. Here's a couple more. Can we just take a minute to remember that on Friday's show, the big old right-winger Nate called Juneteenth a joke of a holiday. Then when Charlie explained what the holiday was and its importance in American history, he tucked his little conservative tail between his legs and immediately stepped down. Ignorance is not a good look on you, Nate. Be better, not bitter. Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Oh,
All
wow.
right, hope you celebrated your Juneteenth.
Well, he's probably on the farm, man. Big Mike's working his ass off. Yeah. It's going to be hot this week, big boy, so I hope you do all right, man.
Keep apologizing for things you didn't do.
Nate's going to have a big celebration today. All right, let me tell you about something.
Hey, we can celebrate without apologizing.
The thing is, I don't know if we're celebrating it, though. Like,
we're not.
To me, the only reason why the holiday is used by leftists and the Democrats is because it's a reminder that America is still stuck in slavery. We're really not celebrating the emancipation, if you will. And by the way, if they were, wouldn't we be paying tribute to the 400,000 dead Union soldiers who fought in that civil, wouldn't we be doing anything to sort of honor some of the people that made it happen? No.
Well, we
what
have
we're
Memorial
doing
Day.
is we're having a holiday, Juneteenth, to remind everyone of the nastiness of America and how we are a nation of slavery. And it's once again a reminder that we have to constantly walk around with the struggle of what none of us actually participated in.
I see how they can. Look, it doesn't bother me at all. But I see how they can make it into a negative when it should be a celebration where they get like, we're still stuck in this way. Like Bill Nye the Science Guy, you see his stupid ass tweet.
No.
I mean, for a smart, and he's supposed to be smart, like he completely botched it. And he said, the whole country's built on, and, slaves and stuff like that. And, some of the Irish people and, people are like, wait, what about us? And we have a part in this too. So he just.
I hate to say this, but almost every country was built on some type of slavery.
Yeah, we're just
I'm not saying clearly that's a good thing, but if you look throughout history, I think the cool thing about Juneteenth, and I love history, and I majored in history, and I didn't really know about this until 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
So I do think it's cool that people have learned about what this is. I think everybody knew, okay, Civil War, 1865, you had the emancipation of slaves, but I don't think a lot of people especially outside of the black community, really knew what Juneteenth was until a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Well, nobody even they searched all of Barack Obama's tweets. Never mentioned Juneteenth once. New York Times never uttered Juneteenth once. So, like I said, it is a made-up holiday.
We'll take it.
But
though.
they've been celebrating it for like 150 years. It just hasn't been a federal holiday.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many people celebrating it.
I've never heard anybody say it.
Well, we're all
also.
Well, I mean, I don't, not well. You can still look at. I mean,
I'm just
Twitter and
saying,
stuff.
if you look it up, they've been celebrating this since 1865.
Well, they had a tough time getting people to celebrate in Phoenix because they had to cancel their Juneteenth party.
Double shootings.
No, nobody showed up.
Oh, that always sucks, eh? You have a party, no one shows up.
Not good.
With the stroke of his pen Thursday, President Joe Biden signed legislation giving millions of federal employees Friday off to celebrate Saturday's new federal holiday, Juneteenth. This makes 44 paid days off for the average federal employee annually, which is nearly 9 full weeks of paid time off each year.
Hold on. So they got Friday off? I thought today was the bank holiday.
Yeah.
You're telling me a federal government employee gets 44 days off?
I believe it.
I don't believe that.
44 days off.
I don't believe that. I think we need to vet and verify that one.
Yeah, that's when a 314 chimed in. Kurt Warner chimes in and goes, are we excited to hear from Pence about January 6th tonight?
Is he testifying?
I guess.
I haven't really paid any attention to that.
I know. I'm just like, what? January 6th? Like, okay. Like, all right, whatever. All right. Well, let me tell you about something, though. Let me tell you all y'all about something, though. Chrissy Ponoff, great dude. Alvin, give you a little shout out, but he's running a tight ship over here. It's called Engineer Design Facilities, man. I'm telling y'all, if you're in a position in your company to make a decision on who you contract with your commercial building fire system services, you know what I'm talking about, dudes. Like, you own a big, warehouse, man. You got to get your fire alarm serviced like you do. You got to get Engineer Design Facilities and Chrissy Ponoff's team, man. They've been around for 90 years. Email them at fire@edf-rg.com. They'll have a technician come out and provide a free evaluation of your system and offer the most competitive contract pricing in the market. That's exactly what they'll do. 90 years. God dang. Let me tell you what they'll do for you. They'll services that you need to know about. Fire alarm services and systems, of course. Fire suppression systems. That's my favorite. Fire alarm system monitoring services. Tenant improvements and construction. Okay. Security access, monitoring services. They do it all. That's Engineer Design Facilities. Check them out at edf-rg.com. Hold on, this is Brian from Edwardsville chimes in goes, that was last year. The Observed was a Friday last year.
Okay, I looked this up because that sounds crazy to me. So this article says before Thursday, so this is from last year also, you got paid for 10 federal holidays. They're including 13 sick days that you can use and 20 vacation days. So you have on average 4 weeks of vacation, which I think is pretty normal. 10 federal holidays. That does seem like a lot, but I don't think you can roll in people's sick days.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
10 what's the next federal holiday?
Federal
what should
holiday?
be a federal holiday?
Oh, a new one?
4th of July.
Isn't it?
You're saying
yeah.
you want to add a new one?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
We
you
need
said
one.
no, a day off.
I thought you said when's the next one?
Okay, what's a holiday that should be a federal holiday?
We need one in August.
Kobe Bryant Day.
Kobe Bryant Day.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
How about this?
How about Juneteenth of August? Why not?
Why not do it?
What about
Celebrate Juneteenth
August
every month.
10th.
what about Pat Tillman?
Oh,
That's a good one. Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Now you can roll that into Memorial Day. But
Yeah.
I do think for the summer, so people are going to rip me, but we have all those Monday holidays in January, and I know they're all for great things, but I think people appreciate the summer holidays. So maybe we even switch some of those holidays,
Like
like
what?
a President's Day.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe we
yeah.
just shoot that one into August.
Did we work on President's Day here?
I don't know.
This
I
is
think we did.
Today's the 20th anniversary of Jack Buck's passing.
Oh yeah.
20 years ago.
Damn, that's a long time,
Isn't
man.
it?
That's a long time. Yeah, I think you're right on the August thing. August sucks anyway. Yeah, you need a holiday then.
So then Daryl Kyles is coming up then, right? Because I remember he died.
Kyle after.
I think it was a couple days after Buck.
January 6th, liberals could get on board with that day. Oh, January 6th day, yeah. Oh, I bet they will.
Well, here's the problem.
That's a good
I
call.
don't think they'd
Kurt
be
Warner.
celebrating that, but also and I don't mean to
Yeah, they
make,
would.
I don't need to make light of it, but
Yep.
you're coming right off Christmas and New Year's. This is where I'm saying you need to space the holidays out.
I agree, man.
And you need an August holiday. So Juneteenth, actually, when you look at our summer schedule, I forgot that Labor Day was in September, but you got May, June, July, and September covered. So you need an August holiday.
You need August, man. And then in January, when you have a day off, you're like, oh, cool. It's January. Oh, let me go outside. Nope. Let's look. Nope. Can't do that. Want to go to the pool? No. Where do you go? What do? You put a fire on, you read a book, you play with, lay with your animals, which is totally fine. Totally fine.
August, just give me something August 15th,
Yeah.
mid-August. Give me a nice another 3-day weekend.
Yeah, nice Monday. Go down
I
the
got one
Table
for you.
Rock. What do you got?
All right. We could honor the 13 servicemen and women who were killed in the Kabul airport disaster.
Oh,
That
a
was
good
in
one.
August.
The,
So maybe we
oh.
can have a day of remembrance.
The Declaration of Independence was signed on August 2nd.
Yep. Well, that's a good one. See, there's things there.
I'm all for more holidays.
We need more holidays. We need more Matt holidays, too, in this world. Is he coming on today?
We'll
We're gonna
call.
try.
Okay. All right, let's
I
go to
have to
break.
go to the dentist.
Oh, he's got to go to the dentist. Let me see your smile. You might need to go to,
Smile brilliant.
Smile Brilliant, baby. What do you got over there, Charlie, Ms. Narlo?
What I got is Ryan Kelly, the home loan expert, thehomeloanexpert.com. You can get that cash out refinance. If you did that last year with Ryan Kelly, you were able to take out, on average, more than $54,000 of your own money. And if you need that money these days for whatever it is, that's your money, that's your equity. You made a good investment, and call up Ryan Kelly and see what he can do for you as far as that cash out refinance goes. If you're trying to enter the real estate market, you got to get that pre-approval letter. It's got to be tight. You got to have your funding ready to go. Ryan Kelly can hook you up with that. And then for years, I've told you about the 21-day closing guarantee. Ryan now has the 10-day closing guarantee.
Big deal, man.
He put it out there on Twitter, and now you're seeing the commercials. He's doing the commercials during the Cardinals games where he's telling folks, look, now we're doing a 10-day closing guarantee, and if that doesn't happen, you get $1,000 cash back. Ryan Kelly, he's always doing so much for vets with the Hero Loan. He's so philanthropic, climbing mountains, friends of kids with cancer, Fisher House.
Doing it all.
Him and Cam are just climbing up mountains.
We're hiking buddies.
Hiking buddies.
Yeah, man. I feel safe when I'm with Ryan Kelly. Like, I feel like if you get in a jam, like, he'll know what to do. Like, he's an outdoorsy dude that's been through a lot, He's a smart guy. He won't be panic mode with you. You know how I always told you I like to, pick out people I want to ride on a boat with. If I'm going to go camping, I like to have somebody around that knows what the hell they're doing, kind of thing. He's
I hear
that
ya.
dude. He is that dude.
He's that dude.
He's that dude. Every federal holiday added costs $818 million.
To get a holiday?
Damn, dog. I will give you guys permission to make August 4th. Oh, thank you, Steve Fletcher, Womb Stretcher. August holiday, hotter than hell out day. That's it. I'm telling you what, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd rather it be freezing cold outside when you have a day off than 120 degrees because I think you could just curl up, put a fire on, watch a movie. You're not you could still have everything's opened up. Like, you don't have to hide from the sun and put everything down. I hate being I feel depressed because when you're coming off a hardcore, you put the, if you have a concussion or you don't want to see the sun, it's weird. And so I hate that. And sometimes it's so damn hot, you gotta shut the blinds. I like to see outside, so it's depressing. So I'd rather have a really cold day to chill at the house than really hot. It's miserable.
But when you're a kid, you want that summer holiday.
Damn right.
You want to go to the lake.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Big time. The January 6 hearings to keep the Trumpster from ever running for president again is just an extension of the 5.5 years of canceling him. Nothing more, nothing less.
Well, that's your opinion.